get all my live stuff done. But I got here, and of course, he's trying to drink all this dirty water when he has a ton and had a ton before we left. But, anyways, I had a couple ideas that correlated a lot of other ideas, and I figure I was going to do an earlier stream because sometimes I'm so busy with the other streams because I have to do one for Facebook because of the Chong group. But I try to I promote. Sometimes I just try to promote my stuff and let people know where I'm at. But I guess that's what social media is for. So we're gonna walk this way. I seem to have better, or I'm not losing internet as much this way. Sometimes I go that way and I got problems. That's when you're a dog walker, which I am. I'm a blogger. I'm a blogger that figured out how to do better editing. That's really all I am. And I wonder about different things all the time. But I was thinking, since I was doing all that studying on astrology and astrology charts and things of that nature, that maybe if you look at them, they're all numbers and they coordinate with planets. So I'm thinking if all this is going on, literally, possibly these could be coordinates. Maybe that's how science and quantum physics and all this relates. Come on, Chong, let's keep going. But I honestly think that may be the answer, or one of them that lead to multiple other answers and other infinite possibilities. So you just never know. Because sometimes I try to wrap my brain. I'm going to try to bring him closer now. Chong, we got to get around this huge puddle. We got to get around a huge puddle now. Come on, Chong. Chong. No, you stay right here. There's a big puddle right here. Come on. I don't trust him around the street. Come on, this way. It makes me nervous. Sometimes people wouldn't stop for a pet if, I don't want to say it, but there's people like that out there. So I try to keep them close. We're going by this bridge, Chong. Chong, come on, we're going by the bridge. Come on. Stay close. Chong. Then we're going to try to get across this bridge. It's a very small bridge. But I have to go across it to get to certain areas I want to get to. Chong, stop pulling. Come on. I'm trying to just concentrate on him and get across the bridge now. This is why one point takes so long sometimes. Come on, Chong. Chong, no. making it. We're still going across the bridge. And it's a very long bridge. It's almost like going across the Golden Gate Bridge. Come on, Chong. Over here. Chong, over here. Chong, stop. You're hurting my arm. I said stop. I got it. Now just look over there. Come on, Chong. I feel like I get a full body workout with this walk. This is why it only happens once a day for an hour. Taking him out for an hour is like literally going on a workout. Do something. Alright, hang on, Chong. Jeez. I didn't want none of the cars to bother you. Well, maybe it wasn't the Golden Gate Bridge, but it felt like it. When you're trying to get him close and all these cars. Because sometimes he's not the most well behaved. Because I'm still he's still in training, so I do what I can. He's my baby. But getting back to the science talk a little bit too. That's what I was thinking, how maybe since astrology's been around for a long, long time, I heard when people get spiritually enlightened that they usually get number coordinates. People see numbers a lot. Chong, I need a minute, okay? But that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking number coordinates of some type. And it probably could work. I mean, I'm just saying, it's possible. Maybe all this kind of goes together and it's just been happening for years, and this is all the stuff coming at one time in different ways. Through astrology, witchcraft, even Christianity has number charts. And if their theory was to be any way plausible, I mean, they just, for quantum jumpers, those could be coordinates. And you're subconsciously, would you stop, Chong? Come this way. But you're self-consciously maybe bringing them to you by number charts. I mean, it's crazy, and it might not be right. Come on. It's a peaceful place to go right here. And anyways, maybe. No, we're gonna walk around in here, Chong. I'm not fighting with you, trying to get everywhere, okay? But I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, just could be random coordinates, but maybe this is the stuff that is shown to them when they're spiritually enlightened. And a lot of people get spiritually enlightened in a lot of different ways. But maybe that's what happens. I mean, this is one of those theories of you really don't know. And I would think if you were a traveler and came to a certain time where there was a certain coordinates set for you to go a certain place, you could go. And you would just maybe even replace that person that was supposed to be there. I mean, we don't know. No, we're going over here, Chong. There's just too much traffic over there. I hope there's not a bunch of dogs over here. Alright, let's get away from this house. It's the last thing I need on this dog walk getting yelled at by people. So I'm trying to stick in here for a little bit because you can walk around, but when you got a camera, it's totally different. Everybody acts like you got the plague or something. But we can explore this area. It seems nice and safe. But I mean, maybe these things are wormholes to people that really have advanced to their whole, used all their brain. And maybe they just come back to certain points in their life. Sometimes and just would prove the theory that we really never die. I mean, that could be. Maybe we don't die. We just go to different coordinates. And you gotta hook up in one lifetime with something to get those coordinates. And then you go. And then maybe you come back, maybe you don't. So I don't know. But that's the little thoughts I was thinking of. I mean, if I have it in me, I might do another stream later. I don't know. But I was thinking about that earlier because a lot of times when I talk to a lot of different people, I ask a lot of questions. And I was told by my husband that I come off like a police officer. So when I ask people questions, they give me detailed answers. And they tell me they see a universe of numbers, a lot of accounts. And if people that are got spiritually light and have these, then why not, you know? I would think that someone with these abilities. But you would think at an RTA station there wouldn't be barbed wires right there. If we had a zombie invasion, people would be bleeding coming out. I don't know how safe that is. I don't know how people are just gonna... If they made it that far up the highway, and then they got that. The things you find out in the back roads of places you live. I tell you. But all these theories, honestly, maybe it's a crazy theory that doesn't go on, but maybe some beings that are so high energy are capable of this. And maybe through every lifetime they get more energized. And maybe they did awful things in one lifetime, but they try to make it up in another timeline. Maybe that's what's going on. And people that aren't as enlightened kind of don't choose their own path when it happens again. It's random circumstance. Unless you are somehow connected to the one that did the time breath. I'm just saying, maybe these almighty gods are just people that were so enlightened they didn't have anybody but themselves. Maybe they really weren't actual family in sorts. Maybe it was always mixed blood. Maybe there's 4 supreme beings, let's say. And these supreme beings, they're just all knowing. And they create different random circumstances, and that's why there's multi-universes. That's the only way I could really fully explain the Matrix and that, and it would create like a quantum universe type thing, I would think, if you want to go with that theory. Because that's a pretty deep theory there. So if we want to go with that, that means they're not gods, they're just 4 people that have just evolved that much. Can you imagine if that theory with a little twist is true and everybody was? If there's only 4 beings or even 1 being that is that enlightened, what's wrong with us? I mean, maybe I'm sure eventually we could, but maybe that's what stops us from getting inner peace at times. Maybe that's all that energy is. It's peace. And when you don't have it, I guess it could ruin your life. But maybe that's the key to the universe. Maybe there's like 4 elements and one just represents peace. And those are just 4 images of what is one, God. Because I was thinking about that the other day, and it just came to me, and it was kind of almost like it was, like maybe it's nothing, but it's something a little bit. Because I like to think that we go, Chong, it's not as nasty as the other, but please don't drink that. I like to think we go somewhere. And if we don't, maybe I just like to entertain my mind that we do. Because if you just had one random existence without any kind of love in your life, it would be bad. So, I don't know. I'm at the fence with that, but I'm just going to go with that for today. And then from there, maybe see if I can correlate any of those points together where it makes sense. Because sometimes I do scientific brainstorming. I'm trying to I'm doing it on a quick look right here. Okay, I'm going to sit down here. Okay. That's exhausting. I went up all that way, then I got to go all that way back. I really give a lot of praise to these pet owners that take their dog for miles and miles and miles a day. I do maybe a mile or 2. There's some incredible pet owners out there that got them on a marathon, and the dogs are so happy. I'm thinking about, seriously, get one of those bicycles for dogs, like the treadmill. I'm going to probably buy one of those for Chong. I'm just waiting in like a couple months here, and I think this doggy treadmill would be perfect for him. Like in the morning, if he just doesn't want to go outside, it's winter time, whatever. He just goes in, I just turn on the pet pacer thing, and I'm sure maybe they have other ones too. Probably other people are making these, but it would be an investment. And then he can stay in shape too. You got winter coming. And then my morning, the husband, he's sleeping, moved the Xbox controller somewhere, and then he goes, oh, find it. I'm looking for it. He's tired because he works 6 days a week. I cleaned his whole area. That took about an hour or two. That's why I decided I would start an early YouTube stream. Because I have extra garbage today. And I find it and it fell literally in the back of his pillow. And then I called him and he apologized, of course. But it was like, wow. I even found an extra Xbox controller. I don't even know what happened. So now we got 3. So maybe the universe today was trying to tell me that I needed to find my 3rd controller. I don't know. But everything worked out really well. But I was thinking maybe these pinpoints and coordinates go on emotion. Like if you're deeply connected to someone in another dimension or something, of somehow like you gave birth or was your sister or brother, I think you're able to see through easier. How I would think the logical way the Matrix would run if you had the opportunity. That's what I would think. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong about this, but this is what I think. And I'm not even trying to be weird or nothing, but if this was true, that would be the only way it could be true. But it might not be true at all at the same time. See, it's a paradox within a paradox and a paradox. It just seems like every action, there's a wordplay that can make it a different action. Maybe that's kind of how the universe is. And we just perceive it all in different ways. I was even thinking about that the other day. Maybe there is one key answer, but are we going to be able to tap into everybody's brain and find out these different details? That would be hard. It would take an act of God. And maybe these quantum particles they have these problems with, honestly, maybe it is. It's a piece of a bigger pie. And that's why they can't control them. And that pie could be infinite numbers. So I was thinking about that the other day too. The infinite number syndrome. They go on and on and on. So you have a reaction if you did something in one lifetime and it spawns off in another, kind of. Hey, don't eat that. Stop. Stop, Chong. I'm almost done. But you have all these infinite possibilities. And you make one mistake, but it spirals off, and that one mistake could be your lover in the next lifetime. I mean, it could be way out there. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, but these are just things that randomly sometimes pop in my head when I question things. And then these different possibilities come in my head. I mean, they're all probabilities. They're not, I'm not saying they're the truth because they're not. Oh, come on. I'm about ready to put this out. But maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Maybe we're just, I mean, it's exciting because you get proof of some kind of life that's not here. And maybe that just means we just got to be better people. Because if we know these other people might exist that's carbon copies of us, maybe if we do something good in the world, these carbon copies, it would have a ripple effect in their lifetime. Maybe you would be in jail and 3 lifetimes later. Would you stop? That is the nastiest log ever. Get away from it. Chong! I gotta put this in my pocket. No, that is so nasty. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. That is absolutely no. We are not going that way. Okay. I don't know what was on that log, but it was green and he was not going near that. He does not like to give up his stuff easily. Now you want to drink dirty water? I don't think so. But I mean, I could be. No, not that one. We're not doing no sticks today. You get too wild with sticks. We're done with sticks. Ugh. Maybe later he'll be more calm. I don't know. He got the zoomies going on now. Chong, stop it. One day I'll have a good dog like Cookie. That one YouTuber, I watched him all the time. I really like him a lot. He's always in the wilderness, and he has a German Shepherd named Cookie. And he's really, really cool. Me and Chong just are not that, we're not that energetic. And he's nowhere near a Cookie yet. We're going to training stuff, but he listens to my husband better a lot. So, I don't know. He's getting a lot better, but I kind of started everything because I really used to watch his videos a lot, and I liked to watch him and Cookie and his girlfriend. And I just thought it looked like fun. But me and Chong, I'm just wondering about scientific theories, and he's wondering about, are you going to eat the rest of that hamburger? That's what me and Chong are. But we are fans of that guy, and I can't, sometimes I'm just so bad with names. But I watched him all the time. But I think I accidentally might have unsubscribed. I gotta go find him again. But the dog walkers I always thought were very interesting. I try to get ideas when I walk my dog from them. Because a lot of them, their dogs don't need to be on a leash. Their dogs can do lots of things, lots. So I've been watching like a lot of the videos where people do really good things with their dogs, and these professional dog trainers are on there, and it has helped a lot. He would be literally pulling me badly if I didn't have the help of the dog trainers on YouTube. I listen to a bunch of them all the time. When they have new ones, I do that. I get, like, Sid is a little bit, sometimes when he gets over anxious, he won't sit, so I gotta try to work with him on that, but he pulls a lot less than he used to. So I do strongly urge, if you got a puppy and you always had cats your whole life, watch these YouTubers with these dog trainers. And if you try different stuff and start training them real young, it does help. I mean, he's not perfect, but he's not 2 yet, so. But he's a really good dog, and it's thanks to some close friends that I had. Because I had a friend that had a lot of German Shepherds, and he told me what I should do when he was a little baby puppy. But I did watch a lot of YouTube too. And I do strongly urge that. He has got me out of a lot of bad spots in my life. Because I have depression and a lot of different things going on, and he's really helped me. So I like to focus my day on trying to do stuff with Chong. I know it sounds crazy, but my whole day's revolved around Chong and streaming. That's what I do. So in between that, I listen to a lot of scientific theories, and you know how you just get excited I get excited when I hear science stuff. And it just excites me with these new discoveries and everything. And just to be able to come on one of my walks that I would have already went on anyways, just to tape my walk and give my humble views that it would, if it can't possibly happen, it would be cool if it did, type thing. I mean, that would be cool if we at lifetimes could get back to our former selves to try to amend the sin. That would be really cool if that was a reality. It might not, it might be, I don't know, but there's just so much out there. But it just would be nice to know if you did something bad in the next lifetime, even though you're going to pay for it, you can absolve your sin. That's all I'm saying. Because the world's just a very vast place. And it really is full of different kinds of wonder. You just can't have yourself focused on one thing. Because you're going to miss a lot of things around you that are very important. So I try to just stay focused and do what I need to do. And I mean, I hope I'm some help to people or maybe entertainment. Or maybe I just give somebody a little, maybe a logical sense of maybe that could be. Or just, honestly, it's just friendly conversation, and I like to look at science videos a lot. And sometimes I come with some crackpot theories, but it's okay. Because that's what makes life fun. You know, you're an astrophysicist and your friend just sits there and goes, "What's cold fusion?" It's a funny dynamic, and that's just what I am sometimes, you know? I'm that person that comes up to you in a whole scientific gathering going, "What's cold fusion, y'all?" But that's what makes the dynamic nice and good and balances out a lot of different things and makes life fun. Because I really like to try to have fun every day, and every day I can't have fun. And when I can't have fun, it just seems like it's a waste of my existence, because I'm not even having fun sometimes. So my brain wanders when I finally do get free time, and that's what happens. So, but I'm just making fun in my life at the time I got. And these are answers I would personally like to know the answers to. So, I don't know if this light has ever turned red. We have been waiting here forever. This is why I could stream for an hour with one walk. Because there's literally so much traffic where I live. And we do get when we go to certain areas sometimes. Alright. I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's a button or something, Chong. Let's go look. Hey, you're staying close. It's right at the street's right there. No parking. Alright, come this way. Oh, good God. I remembered why I don't like to walk this way without a light changing, because of all the dogs this way. They be on the porch, growling and everything. To get to this other light, which we may have to go to now. See, I never know how these walks are going to go. I don't like to be out here for hours. We are not Cookie. Well, he would like to be out here for hours. I don't want to be out here for hours. But this is how me and Chong's dynamic is. Somehow I end up out here for hours. That is green. We already had to talk about that. Stay away from that stick. Alright, let's try to come up here because I need to try to cross over. This is getting ridiculous. I can't even get across the damn street. Ugh. But now that we veered way off science talk, that's what I mean. I'm like that person that says cold fusion and I say crazy. Come on, Chong, you know I can't tape that way. You gotta be over here for taping. Stop it. You can't go to all these houses. I can't even tape that. I gotta walk all the way over here then, Chong. I'm not gonna deal with this. I didn't even want to go this way. This is like the worst way because literally there's not enough stoplights where I live. It's horrible. Then we end up having to go all these awkward ways because I don't feel it's safe for me and Chong to cross. And I don't want him hit, so they end up with this really, really long walk. No, I'd be taping their house. No. We gotta go over here then. We can't do that. I try to stay in the outermost yard too. Because people sometimes have attitude with me. And I get it, so we just stay. We don't go in the front grass a lot. I try to get him not to go in the front grass at all. But that's what I'm thinking, because my friend said something about quantum jumpers, so that's why I threw that in. Something like that would be important to a quantum jumper. Oh my god, there's a squirrel. If you're not a quantum jumper, it wouldn't be useful at all, you know? Come on, Chong, let's go. But that's what I'm thinking. No, Chong. Guess I gotta be really up here since you want to be all the way over there. Come on, let's go. But I'm thinking if there is a such thing as these quantum jumpers, coordinates would be important. So in one lifetime or another, you would want to get spiritually enlightened one way or another. However, which way you choose. But I'm not the one to tell you all the different ways to get spiritually enlightened because I'm not a priest of sorts. So I wouldn't do that. And I would say, maybe think about how if you... See, I can't do that, Chong. That's what I talk about. I can't tape over there. He always goes where I can't tape. He wants to be sniffing around where I can't tape. Because you would think that people would be nice to me. Because I'm literally just blogging my dog. They're not. They're not at all. And I don't understand why. Some people are just not nice about it. But then I gotta take him for a walk. So what are you gonna do? Come on. I can't be by these houses like that. That's why I don't like taking this way. We could have got across the street. We could have avoided all of this. Come on. Thank God they're not home. Get away from their bush. Go. Come on, go. I can't tape. Chong. I until he gets from the camera where I can walk better, we can't tape, I guess. Come on. Alright. Thank God. He's a little more subtle now. I'm glad it did this early, especially with this route. These guys can be grouchy over here. I don't be liking to deal with grouchy people, so. Leave the squirrel alone. Leave the squirrel alone. Alright. Whew. Boy, I'm gonna take a nap when I get home. This is a lot for me for one day. I'm glad when it's rainy, I always wear my winter boots. This is the reason why. Because to get in all these unauthorized areas, I gotta be in the mud trenches sometimes. So, at least my other shoes don't get ruined. Come on. I gotta stay away from the houses. But that's what I'm thinking about this quantum jump thing. And I'm thinking that, who knows, you could be with a quantum leaper. They're usually more enlightened people. And maybe someone loved you so much in one lifetime, they found you in another. I mean, that could be. I don't know why that chain's on that tree. Come on. But honestly, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to go with that. And I don't want to keep repeating myself and things of that sort. So I'm going to end this. And, maybe if you want to comment that I can, give my opinions on. Just opinions. I will. And if we both have different opinions, it's okay. Maybe they're both right. So be a critical thinker and have fun in your day. All right, come on, Chong.